Guys, how you doing? It's Steve, and today we're talking about how women kind of shoot themselves in the foot with their dating philosophies, life philosophies. I'm wearing kind of one of my cool shirts today. It's one of my cat shirts. You can look it up on Amazon. Faith Rising, FAITHRIZING. That's Faith Rising. You can subscribe to these videos. If you haven't subscribed, you can like this video. But we're going to go ahead and just get into tonight's video, guys. It's actually like 2 or 3 in the morning. I can't sleep. I've had a bunch of coffee. But tonight I'm talking about how women, when they become single, a lot of women in today's age, they talk about roster type dating. I want to work on my roster. They get out of a relationship, they divorce a guy. Now they want to work on a roster of men, a roster of men. The problem with this whole situation is when you act like this, no good men like myself are going to take you seriously. For a relationship, good guys like me, we're going to be the ones that are going to be there for you when you're older, when you're elderly. Like I know my grandfather, he took care of my grandmother till she was like 80 years old. That's the kind of guy I am. If a woman was really good to me, I would stay with her for life and help her out. That's what these women don't understand about guys like me is we're not going to take you seriously when you act like this. I've dated girls that have treated me like this, like one time I had a friend stay with me. She stayed with me for 3 weeks because she was homeless in her car. No, she wasn't my girlfriend. She was a close friend of mine that I had dated. We had slept together a couple times, but we were just friends. She lived this lifestyle. She had a roster of boyfriends that she would just literally go guy to guy to guy, and it was part of the reason was that she was a full blown narcissist and she had a little bit of borderline going on. So she had a bunch of diagnoses that were causing probably this type of behavior. But like, for example, perfect example, my landlord kicked her dogs out. And then she literally the next day moved out. Wasn't even my fault. Literally, I hadn't done anything wrong. Literally, my landlord kicks her dogs out. The next day, she moves right the fuck out to somebody else's house. She would just literally go boyfriend to boyfriend to boyfriend. So she's living a roster lifestyle. One guy pisses her off. Let's say she's dating a guy. Then the guy pisses her off. She just jumps to the next guy on the roster. That's what one of my ex-girlfriends was like. The last girl I dated, full blown fucking narcissist, literally lives this roster type lifestyle. She had me on the back burner as her guy friend. We never slept together. We were just friends because we had graduated together. But she had like 2 or 3 other guys that she was dating. Do you see how this is a roster mentality? This is the 2024 mentality of today's modern day woman. They literally cannot just be loyal to one person. I actually sent my high school friend a message tonight. I said, I do care about you, but I'm sick of it. I said, first of all, I'll never be your boyfriend because I don't take you seriously. Literally, this girl has 5, 6 guys on the back burner at all times. A roster. Do you see how they're doing it? The modern day women are doing roster dating, What happened to the old fashioned love, early 1900s, 1800s love, where it was a woman would be focused on one man. Like, for example, when my grandparents first met each other, they were madly in love. They were like 18 years old. This was like 1950 that they met each other. Literally were together for like 60 years, guys. That type of love don't exist anymore. You literally cannot get any of these bitches to be loyal to just one fucking person. I mean, women will even be married to a guy for 5, 10 years and then fuck him over. Happened to my uncle. He was married to a woman for like fucking 10 years. They had a daughter together. Next thing you know, she's fucking cheating on him behind the scenes. She had got into this sub-dom group where she wanted guys to like beat on her during sex and treat her like shit. And then she broke my uncle's heart. He almost killed himself over it, literally almost took his life, literally almost blew his head off because of his fucked up wife, his immoral, deranged wife that wanted to go off and have this sadomasochistic sex. So that's why that most of us men, like me, I don't even approach women. I don't even ask women out on dates mostly. I mean, yeah, I did within the last couple months. I asked like one girl out. I think she had a boyfriend because she didn't respond. It was at a cell phone place, where I got my cell phone. I said, hey, if you want to hang out sometime, we could. I'm trying to make some friends, and that's what I've been telling men this week. You're gonna get no's, just like I got a no from the US Cellular girl. She was quite a bit younger than me. She's probably 10 years younger than me. I'm 41. But you're going to get those no's. So you got to be willing to just keep asking people, hey, you want to hang out? Hey, you want to fucking go out to eat? Hey, you want to do this? Hey, do you want to do that? And no, I don't recommend you pay for the woman's meals, because half the time you buy these fucking bitches meals, they still fuck you over, you know? Because I've had it done to me. I've been taken advantage of by women. No, don't buy these bitches bottles of wine, unless they're your fucking girlfriend. These women will flat out take advantage of you. Like my high school friend had me buy her like 3 or 4 bottles of wine. To this day, she still owes me like $60 to $80, refuses to pay me back. All the meanwhile told me she was going to pay me back. She's a full-blown alcoholic, and she's refusing to pay me back for the alcohol I bought her. What is this? It's entitlement. She feels entitled just to fuck me over and keep my money. See, they go after nice guys like me that they know I won't overreact. They know I'm not going to go kick their fucking door in. That's why they fuck people like me over, because they know I'm a law-abiding citizen and I'm not going to do anything about it. So it is important for us men to use coping skills. We don't want to end up in fucking jail for flipping out on a woman. But the whole roster style dating is the reason why you bitches are going to be single when you're older, when you're over 40, when you're in your 50s. These are the sluts. The modern day sluts will end up alone when they're over 40. Guys like me are literally going to tell you to go fuck yourself. Like my high school friend has treated me like shit this year. It's a girl I do care about. We graduated together. But she's treating me more or less like shit this year because she has other boyfriends. She literally has like another boyfriend behind the scenes, a couple other boyfriends. But she has single on her Facebook. This is what narcissist females will do. They'll fuck people like me over by telling me they're single. This girl had me take her out to eat. I paid for the dinner. I bought her 3 or 4 bottles of wine, thinking that maybe I could date this girl. Come to find out, she was already fucking someone behind the scenes I didn't even know about. So do you see how she just took advantage of me, fully took advantage of me? This is why I'm not going to do this shit anymore. I'm not going to take bitches out to eat, because honestly, I will take them out to eat if they're my girlfriend, but I'm not paying for women's food anymore. I'm not buying women bottles of wine. They can go fuck themselves at this point. And it doesn't make any sense because I'm a great guy. I'm a fucking awesome person, and I'm good in bed. There's no reason why I shouldn't have a fucking wife here, except I've had really rotten friends in the past that have run my name into the ground. That's part of the reason why my friendships were ruined, because I had narcissist friends go on smear campaigns and ruin my friendships, which I could have returned the favor, but I didn't, because I'm not that kind of person. But that's why ultimately these women in the long run will end up being alone, end up being alone with 4 or 5 cats, when they're over 40 years old. These are the 20, 25-year-old sluts running around here with rosters. They can't be just happy with one guy. They've got to have a roster of fucking 10 guys they're dating at, one particular segment of might be a year. They've got 10 guys on the roster. And the reason why they do that is because they have no fucking patience. They have no patience. Like, for example, when my landlord kicked my girlfriend's dogs out, literally moved out the next day. This girl's ghosted me. It's been over 2 years. Literally ghosted me. It's been over 2 fucking years since she's moved out. And it wasn't my fault. The landlord kicked her fucking dogs out, and this girl fucking ghosted me. Been over 2 fucking years since I've seen her. Has not been back since the dogs got kicked out. Do you see how rotten these fucking women can be to guys like me? Rotten fucking whores is what they are. the girl that did that to me. She's going to be old, you know, if she lives. She had a major illness, you know, so I'm hoping that she's recovered from that. She had like cancer or something, and I'm hoping that she recovered from that. And that goes to show you what kind of guy I was. I was willing to marry this girl. I was willing to be a fucking loving boyfriend. I was her friend for like 10 years. Like I said, guys, we had sex a few times, but she just wanted me to be, you know, a friend. She said relationships triggered her. So she never wanted to be my girlfriend, but she had sex with me a couple times. And this is a girl that lived a full roster lifestyle. No fucking patience at all. Literally, the landlord kicks her dogs out. The next day, she's gone. That's the type of 2024 women that you're dealing with. The reason why they do this is because they have fucking 10 guys on the roster. You piss them off, they just go to the next guy. They get in a fight, they just go to the next guy. You know, they break up, they just go to the next guy. What happened to working on a relationship? What happened to being loyal to your friends? What happened to be loyal to your boyfriends? Like in this case, I had slept with my friend a few times, so I was more like a boyfriend. I mean, I had fucked this girl a couple times. So we were more girlfriend-boyfriend status. But do you see how she has absolutely no fucking patience? None. Literally ghosted me after the dogs got kicked out. That is no patience whatsoever. The reason why she did that is because she had a fucking roster. She had a roster. One night I tried to cook this girl dinner with my fucking brother. My brother was going to cook her dinner at my apartment. She runs right out the door to some other guy's house to smoke crack because she has a fucking roster. This girl has no morals, no integrity, no character. That's the 2024 woman for you. But I'm telling you that all you young women out there that are living this roster lifestyle, you know, you break up with your boyfriend. Now it's, I got to work on my roster. It's not a joke, because when you're over 40, when you're 50, when you're 60, you may need a man like me to help you. You may be in a wheelchair because you have cancer. You may be fucking on the ground because you have cancer at your house. You know, you pass out from cancer. You know, you could have had a loving guy like me in the room, a loving husband, but you wanted to be a fucking whore when you were younger. You wanted to fuck all these guys when you were younger. Now you're fucking laying on the floor as a 60-year-old woman on the floor dying because you don't have a fucking husband, because you don't have a boyfriend, because you don't have someone to love you and care about you. All these women think about is today. They don't think about a year down the road. They don't think about 5 years down the road. They don't think about 10 years down the road. Like my friend that had cancer. What if her cancer comes back? What if her cancer gets worse? What if she ends up fucking in a wheelchair from her cancer and she doesn't have no one around to help her? Do you think all these fuck boys that she's fucking on the roster are going to help her if she gets, you know, her cancer back and she's in a wheelchair, she can't walk? They're not going to help her. The guys on the roster, newsflash to you, the guys on the roster just want to fuck you. They don't love you like I would love you. They don't love you like I'd be a loving husband to you. I'd be the one picking you up off the floor if you were 60 years old, because I'm a nice person and I care about the people I'm with. But all you fucking young women want to do right now is be a bunch of fucking whores, and it's going to bite you in the ass. It's going to bite you in the fucking ass. If you like videos like this, you can like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, Steve-O signing out.